Everybody, before we get into this mid-afternoon update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of why I decided to come on this afternoon. First, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin as it broke over the 30,000 marker, and I'll show you the uptrending resistance in the pattern that it got back above. And this is a prolonged pattern formation. On the bottom side, it's a bearish proposition. You get back on top of the top side of it, it's bullish, especially when you get up over 30,000. Right now we're at just over 30,100, and we'll see if we can close the daily candle above 30,000 when we close tonight. And then for XRP, we're above the 5.2, well, it's above 52 cents right now. We're just below the 524 pivot level, and it would be a huge sign of strength if we can gather enough steam here in the next 4.5 hours and close above 524. That would be above the major pivot level. And then to end the weekend, we're going to try to push up and above 538, which would be out of that bear flag, bull flag combined cluster, if you know what it is. So we need to break above those two levels. 524 close here tonight would be a serious sign of strength to get back above the pivot point. And then I also want to go into H-bar as well for Tanya, as it's starting to garner a little bit of steam here, and it's up to about the 496 level. So we're going to get into that chart. It'll be very quick, bang, bang, bang as we go through. We'll hit XLM and DGB along the way. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate this update or you just want to see more people that can enjoy this kind of information, we just base it on the technical analysis. We let the charts perceive our adaptation of what's going on, not just in the price action, but also the news light, because a lot of times the charts will help predict the news that's about to come. So keep that in mind. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the other side. Actually, there is no intro today. We're going right in the chart, so it's up to you to hit that like button and consider sharing this far and wide so more people can see this and we push through the YouTube algorithm and break the analytics. Good mid-afternoon, 3:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, October 21st, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Niche. Again, we'll go through this very quickly. Bitcoin, as I'm cooking my own homemade spaghetti sauce. It's been on since about 10:30 this morning. I've got the meat in there now. I've got the meatballs that have been cooking for since I started, basically. I got the parsley, I got the oregano, I got basil out of the garden fresh. So I'm really excited about this. It's a recipe that came from Italy, from my grandparents. My dad's I'm second generation. My dad's first generation. My grandpa came over on the boat. He passed away in 2001, so the legacy lives on. So right now, XRP, first Bitcoin broke over the broadening wedge, which I believe we're in. I think it's very confluent here. The broadening wedge, we had a breakdown. We fulfilled the technical target down to 25,194, bounced off of it. Now we pushed back over the broadening wedge resistance as support, came back through it. Now this is a major uptrend, and that shows if you're on the bullish side of town. You want to hold 29,600, but it'd be a serious sign of strength to hold that 30,000 psychological level. And if you do and you start running back up, your next likely big move is going to be back at the top of the broadening wedge, which will get you up to 33,691. I know you could cut it off as like a descending wedge or whatever, but I want to see where it goes on an overextension here, because now, even if you say it's not the broadening wedge, you can say it's on a rising channel now. So we fell out of a channel, and now we came back up, and now can we break to the top side? So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. We're not going to confuse it. XRP, remember, with the market cap, you want to be above 28 billion. So it'd be a huge sign of strength to close above. Actually, you know what? It's not 28 billion. We're running across this formation. It's about 27.8. So we want to close above 27.8. So we're actually right in a beautiful spot right now. You close above that, and that could elevate you up on this move all the way up to 30.89 billion. So pay attention to that with XRP. If you look at it on the charts, we got two levels I was talking about. First, the pivot level, which we're messing with right now at the 524 level. That's huge. You want to hold that and start breaking up. We're on a nice bull flag here, golden cross in the 4-hourly. Everything looks beautiful right now for XRP. I know a lot of people sold out, went short, wanted to buy it sub 20, 38, 35, 20, 20 uptrend. But like we've said, that becomes very hard to predict when you get into the third quarter of 2023 because of all of the factors that we are seeing play out right now. This little bull flag, we're going to try to first hold 524, and then if we can, we're going to try to break past on this downtrending resistance. Now it's at about 538. You break above that, and now you open the door. You've got to get out of that formation. That's the bear flag setup, or the bull flag that we have been saying is disguised within that bear flag with that enormous pull up after the drop. It's got that inverted head and shoulders that it did not give way on, and now it looks like it's starting to pull back up. We have the golden cross that is still every bit intact as it was a few weeks ago in the weekly. And in the daily, we're trying to invalidate a death cross here for XRP. which can happen. So that death cross, as I was saying, can happen. We need to invalidate that. If you look in the daily time frame, we're coming back up. We're meeting right now that 517. We're above. We really want to close above that 524 and show a sign of strength. It's not necessary, but it would show a nice sign of strength. And then if we break the aforementioned levels, this is the rising channel I'm talking about. It's up at about 63.5 cents, or 62.5, 63 cent area. And that started June of 22. XLM, and I got to get through this because I got to go look at my spaghetti sauce. Up over 11 cents. It's starting to come up to that first level of resistance we've talked about on a retest if it's still going to break down, or we can get back into here and start breaking back out. But the first level is the 200-day right there, but it should come up a little bit higher to retest 11.63 just to see. And then if we can show some strength, maybe we can bully ourselves back up with this news with XRP. So don't kid yourself. This is some good news for XLM as well as XRP. They were just as much on the ropes. Right now we're holding on to the 200-day. Let's look for a close over 11 cents in the 4-hour time frame. That would be a nice sign. So let's see if we can continue moving up. And then you'll look at about 11.7 at the end of the weekend. If it continues in this formation. DGB. Breaking out here. It was on the bottom side just like XLM. So if XLM can start gaining some steam here. DGB now with this golden cross in the 4-hourly. It's going to try to make its way back up to that 747 level. And we filled out this formation beautifully now for DGB. So that's what I would be anticipating here. Yes, a breakdown could lead you to 528, but with what's going on in the current environment right now, expect 747 in the near future. And then H-bar finally, and then I got to go. H-bar, Tanya, I know you're excited about this. If we can break back up, this still stands. You can still have a technical breakout. Yeah, it might happen farther down. We didn't give way on the bottom side. We just had an overextended pull down. It didn't quite fill the technical breakdown, but I suppose if you broke it from there, if we would have been a little more efficient and accurate, I guess it did fill it out a little bit. But look at this breakout. If you can still hold this, you continue doing this true, you could technically break back up to that 573 level. So just pay attention to that. If you get rejected at the pivot point, that's how you break back down to 445. But right now what you're looking for, Tanya, on the daily close is we're looking for a firm hold at the 487 mark and try to start reversing back up to that 200-day at 544. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, make sure you hit that like button. If you appreciate my work, hit that subscribe button. And please share this far and wide on social media. If you do appreciate this and you appreciate the fact I don't do paid promotions, advertisements, or sponsorships of any kind, please consider sending a small donation or joining Tom's Army for the time I put in. And then if you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto that you've seen discussed here, MaxC worldwide, and then in the USA, FEMX, lowest spot maker fee, and you can futures trade on both.